You're walking home after dinner. The street is quiet, the night feels calm, and for a moment, everything seems under control. You paid the bill. You enjoyed the food. It felt normal, deserved even. But before you even reach your door, you pull out your phone and open your banking app. Not because you feel rich, not because you're proud of your spending. You open it to make sure nothing broke today. No unexpected charges, no silent overdraft, no surprise expense quietly waiting to knock your balance off balance. Now imagine opening that same app and feeling calm instead. Not rich, not wealthy, just financially stable enough that random life problems don't feel like disasters anymore. Because here's something most people never learn. Financial stability is not created by making more money. It's created by controlling where your money goes after you earn it. And sometimes the difference between financial chaos and financial freedom is just 1 minute per day. The people who stay financially unbreakable don't necessarily earn more than everyone else. They simply lose less money to invisible financial leaks that most people never notice. Those leaks include lifestyle inflation, emotional spending, subscriptions you forgot you were paying for, and purchases you justified in the moment but regret later. Money doesn't disappear all at once. It disappears one decision at a time. That's why the 1 minute rule works. Every day, spend 60 seconds looking at 3 numbers. How much money came in, how much money went out, and how much you saved automatically before you even had a chance to spend it. This is not budgeting in the traditional complicated sense. This is financial awareness. Because financially stable people don't guess where their money is going. They know. Most people avoid looking at their finances because it feels stressful. But that stress is actually useful information. If you feel anxiety looking at your bank balance, it usually means your financial system is weak, not that you are bad with money. The system is the problem, not the person. One of the biggest mistakes people make is saving money only when they feel like it. They spend first, save whatever is left, and then wonder why they never build wealth. Financially stable people do the opposite. They save first, not later, not if possible, not when they have extra money. They treat savings like a mandatory bill they must pay every month. Automatic transfers happen the moment they get paid because human psychology is not strong enough to resist temptation consistently. If money sits in a checking account, it will get spent. Not intentionally, but gradually, through small lifestyle upgrades. Maybe a nicer apartment, maybe more expensive restaurants, maybe subscription services that feel small individually but add up over time. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is one of the biggest wealth killers in modern society. When income increases, people feel like they deserve rewards. And they do deserve rewards. The problem is that they reward themselves with permanent expenses instead of temporary experiences. A nice vacation is temporary. A new car payment is permanent. That difference matters over decades. Many high earners feel financially trapped even while making 6-figure incomes because their obligations grow faster than their income. They upgrade their lifestyle every time their paycheck increases. Their life feels successful on the surface, but financially, they are running on a treadmill that never stops. Real wealth growth requires intentionally living slightly below your income level, not exactly at it. This is what wealth researchers call living behind your income. The goal is not deprivation. The goal is margin, because margin is freedom. Now let's talk about something extremely important. Everything you own costs money twice. The first cost is obvious, the purchase price. The second cost is hidden, storage space, maintenance, insurance, mental energy, and opportunity cost. That treadmill you bought, it doesn't just cost what you paid for it. It costs space in your home. In many American cities, space costs between $30 and $50 per square foot per year. A treadmill can take 20 square feet when you include safety clearance space. That means you are paying $600 to $1,000 per year just to store exercise equipment that probably hangs clothes most of the time. That boat sitting in your driveway? Industry averages suggest annual maintenance and ownership costs around 10% of the item's value. A $30,000 boat can cost $3,000 per year, even if you rarely use it. And that's just the financial cost. There is also psychological cost. Research shows visual clutter increases stress hormones and reduces focus. Every object you own requires small amounts of mental attention. You must clean it, organize it, maintain it, insure it, worry about it, and eventually dispose of it. Wealthy minimalists understand something most people don't. They are not avoiding possessions because they hate nice things. They avoid possessions because they calculate total cost of ownership. This leads to one of the strongest financial rules you can follow. Calculate cost per use before buying anything. divide the total cost of the item by how many times you will realistically use it. A $200 jacket worn twice costs $100 per wear. A $400 jacket worn 200 times costs $2 per wear. The expensive jacket is actually cheaper in real-life value. A $300 kitchen gadget used twice per year costs $150 per use. That is extremely expensive convenience. Meanwhile, a $30 tool used weekly costs less than $1 per use over the first year. Another powerful rule is the replacement test. Walk through your home and ask a simple question. If this item disappeared today, would I spend money to replace it? Most people will discover they own many items they would never buy again. Those items exist through inertia, not intention. They cost space, time, and mental energy without providing real value. This is why minimalists often feel calmer financially. Their homes contain only things they actually want or need. Cleaning becomes easier. Decision-making becomes faster. Life feels less overwhelming. Another important rule is never upgrade out of boredom. Many people replace perfectly functional phones, cars, or furniture simply because they want novelty. Marketing companies rely on this psychological weakness. They sell progress as consumption. But real financial progress is the opposite. Never replace something that still works unless it genuinely fails to perform its function. The average American replaces their phone every 2 to 3 years. Over a lifetime, that can cost tens of thousands of dollars in unnecessary purchases. Multiply that across every category of lifestyle upgrades and the total wasted money can easily exceed $200,000. Financially stable people also create friction for spending. They remove saved credit cards from online stores, avoid shopping apps, and use waiting periods before purchasing non-essential items. Human behavior follows the path of least resistance. If saving is easier than spending, you will save more. If spending is easier than saving, you will spend more. This is why automation is powerful. Automatic investing and automatic saving remove emotional decision-making. You never see the money, so you never feel tempted to spend it. Another psychological advantage of financially stable people is that they often feel slightly broke even when their net worth is growing. This happens because their money is working in investments rather than sitting in checking accounts. They prioritize long-term growth over short-term comfort. People who feel rich because they always have money available to spend are usually not building wealth. Their money is sitting idle, waiting to be consumed. Real wealth is measured in optionality. Can you leave a job if you hate it? Can you handle emergencies without debt? Can you take time off if life demands it? Optionality is true financial power, not luxury goods or social media status. The final lesson is this. Financial strength is not about deprivation. It is about control. Spending less, saving more, and investing consistently creates a cycle. Saving creates security. Security reduces emotional spending. Reduced spending accelerates savings. The cycle repeats and compounds over time. The opposite cycle is just as powerful but destructive. Spending everything creates insecurity. Insecurity drives emotional spending. Emotional spending creates more insecurity. And the cycle continues until an external crisis forces change. So if you want to be financially unbreakable, start with 1 minute per day. Look at your money. Pay yourself first. Question every purchase. And remember that wealth is not about looking rich. It's about building a life where money problems stop controlling your decisions. Because the real goal is not to become rich. The real goal is to become free.